Hi everybody, it's Shenandoah Squishy Stitches, back for another installment of my Flosstube. How are you all? I'm doing pretty good. I know it's been a few weeks, just busy. I know that's always my excuse, but it's true. So, what's been going on in your life? Well, most of you already tell us all the time. For me, had a busy couple weeks. School started, so Riker's been loving his new school, which is awesome. He's going to a year-round school. They don't do things by traditional grade level. They do it by your skill level. So if a kid's ready for 4th grade math, they do 4th grade math. And if they're below in reading, they study there. It's just all a matter of where the kid's at, which I think is pretty ideal, especially for my kid, because he's all over the place. In reading, he's a little behind, and math, he's way ahead. My cat is meowing. I don't know what she wants. But he really likes it. What? Puka? I don't know. She's just yowling. She wants attention, maybe. So if you hear her, sorry, can't help it. You might also hear my dog snoring, because he's snoring right now. I can't help that. He's a dog. But, yeah, school started. At his old school, when he got home, he would need a good hour or two of being left alone until he felt sociable again. This new school, he comes home and he's like, "Hi, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. Mile a minute." My kid's talkative. He talks all the time, 24/7. He'll talk in his sleep. Yeah, but it's cute. I mean, gets a little obnoxious first thing in the morning, because I'm not a morning person. I'm like the opposite of morning person. I'm a night owl. So first thing in the morning, he's like chattering a mile a minute at me, and I'm just like, leave me alone. Some of you would get that, others might not. I don't know, but I'm not a morning person. I need to be just sitting upright for like 20 minutes before I feel up to any sort of talking. But he's loving his school. I like it. They don't send home homework every day. His old school did. Every day. From kindergarten on, it's like, kids don't need an hour of homework after school every day. There's no science or studies supporting how an hour every day helps them master these skills any faster. There's no reason for that much homework. So he's been going 2 weeks. He's had homework twice. And I'm fine with that. That's a perfectly reasonable amount on top of, the daily reading they're supposed to do. And there is science behind reading daily for kids. And my screen froze, so we will see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That froze. I don't know. Sorry about that. I'll see if I can't edit it out or how bad it is on the final take, I guess. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that he's coming home raring to go, happy, excitable, friendly. Not just leave me alone. Let me organize stuff. So that's sort of what he does. I'm I'm sure I've said it, but he has autism. So, by organizing things, I mean he arranges his items in a certain order, in a certain way, as part of a calming routine. My cat, I swear. What? Puka? Puka? Are you lost? I don't know. She's just yowling. I'll figure it out. So, it's been great that he's enjoying school. And then, after school started, sitting on the couch, watching TV, and guess what? The bat returned. Yeah. The bat came back. Flying like a bat out of hell from the basement. The basement door was open, so it must have gotten into the basement. Maybe that's how the last one got in. I don't know. I've kept the basement door very shut since then. 5 minutes after my husband leaves again. Only this time I couldn't catch it up real easily with the sheet. It took like half an hour of me throwing the sheet and screaming to finally get it. And that didn't even work this time. So angry it didn't work. I was chasing this bat around with a sheet trying to knock it out of the air so I could scoot it outside where it belonged. I'm sure if anybody had been watching me, they would have thought I was absolutely nuts running around with a sheet. All over the house with the sheet in front of me, trying to catch a stupid bat. It needs to not get in here anymore. If it comes in one more time, I'm calling an exterminator. Because no. Every time afterwards, I adrenaline rush, and I'm shaking, and I can't get to bed, and I always have to get to bed because I have to work the next day. So yeah, the bat came back. Reminds me of that song. And the bat came back the very next day. It's enough of that. I am not a singer. I'm not a singer, but enjoy. And so I finally got the bat out. Had to knock the thing on the floor in front of an open doorway with it facing the right direction for it to fly out. The things I do, I swear. And then, the very next day, the bat didn't come back, but I found this giant spider, that big, hiding behind the molding to one of my doors in the outside. It was just I was going downstairs to wash laundry because we'd gone camping. I'll tell you more about that. And it's just hanging out hey. It's oh my god, bat, or not bat, spider. I hate spiders. I was how do I kill this thing? And I tried, and it ran behind the molding. There's no getting it out. It has a nest under the molding of the door. I don't even know how. I thought there was caulking between the door. Well, there is now, because I fixed that problem once we got rid of the spider. But it took a week to get rid of that spider, because it would you'd walk by and it's just chilling in its web in the corner, and it would see us and run underneath the door jamb. So finally I was I need this out of here. What can I do? And I sprayed the door jamb with hairspray until I found the little hole it was hiding in, and that thing scooted out fast. It did not want anything to do with that hairspray. I don't know why I picked hairspray. It worked. So finally got the spider outside. I couldn't kill it. That would be spider guts all over. Ugh. No, I'd have to throw away the shoe. So I caught it and put it outside. I'm weird. I can't kill bugs with my shoes because then I have to throw away the shoe because it's got insect guts on it. And that's even worse than the insect. In my mind, anyway. So, bats and spiders were my life. And then we went camping, and so that adds, mosquitoes and ants. I'm not a bug person. I don't like going outside because of the bugs. So, I don't know if you can see them, but I got eaten up. They're all over. But we had fun camping. It was this little campground up by the Grand River. Couldn't tell you what it's called. I don't remember. But, so the first day we get there, and, I got out of work early so we could get there, set up the camping tent, or the tent and all of that, and right after work. So my husband was gonna pack up the kid, come up, get me, and we're gonna go straight to the campground. My husband forgot the food. So we had to drive from work to home to the campground. And then, on the way, halfway there, the kid's like, I gotta go potty. It's like, well, can you hold it? We're like 5 minutes away. No, I gotta go potty now. So, of course, we have to pull up the gas station and all of that. But we get there, set up the tent, all of that, get the fire going, cook the first dinner, which was hot dogs and some potatoes in a foil pack thingy. And we had s'mores. One kid, because we took his cousin, he had like a marshmallow beard. Like just marshmallow beard. And my kid, being the little finicky kid, saw that and he's like, I don't want a s'more. Are you nuts? I don't want to look like that. So he had graham crackers and chocolate, no marshmallow. Because that's my kid. But he enjoyed his graham cracker and chocolate. And then, cop car outside my window got distracted. Looks like it's just pulling somebody over. But, so, we're setting up, and we hear the people behind us talking, and I look at my husband, and I'm like, somebody's scared of skunk. He looks at me, he's like, honey, that's not a skunk. Yeah, it wasn't a skunk. Anybody who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. My husband thought it was hilarious that I thought it was a skunk. But I'm sorry, I've never done pot. I don't know why I say I'm sorry. It's not my thing. But in that conversation, the two guys behind us, two different campers, like, oh, I'm Dave, and the other guy's like, I'm Dave. And I'm like, my husband's name's Dave. And the person next to us goes, I'm Dave too. So there was like 4 Daves in this one little section of the campground. It makes me wonder if they did that intentionally, but it was kind of funny. Just, I'm Dave too. Hey, I'm Dave. And then, I don't know, camping has changed since I was a kid, I think. And there were people pulling up to the campsite to set up their tents at midnight. Midnight! If you're gonna show up to the campground at midnight, just wait till the next morning. Seriously, why? We got 2 kids. They're trying to get them to sleep. I'm tired. My husband's tired. We're trying to sleep. And all these campers around us are setting up the tents and talking and drinking. And it was just like, But, whatever. It's just a night or two. And then my son had nightmares. Woke up, didn't know where he was, got really freaked out. Had to spend the rest of the night holding him with his hands on my face. He had to be touching my face. Have you ever tried to sleep with somebody touching your face? It's not possible. It's just not. And at first I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait till he falls asleep. And then I'll move his hands. And it'll all be good. Because I can sleep holding him. That's not a big deal. But no, I moved his hands and he woke up. So I spent the rest of the night trying to sleep with kid hands on my face. Did not go well. Did not go well at all. And then the air mattress deflated. So we were our feet were higher than our heads, and it was just not fun. And it was hot because we're coming out of a heat wave, so it was 80 degrees in the middle of the night, and I don't like that. But morning came, got the fire going, had some eggs and bacon, and then we went on a canoe ride. The canoe ride was pretty uneventful. Other than my life jacket was super tight because, I'm not a skinny little girl. So I'm like, eh. It's like that Jeff Farley stunt. Fat man in a little coat. Couldn't get out of it without help. So that was fun. But we went around this island and back. We saw a couple fish jumping. I mean, it's a canoe thing. Paddling a canoe down the river. Woo! The kids enjoyed it thoroughly, which is all that matters. And then we went for lunch because I just didn't feel like cooking after the whole life jacket being way too small, hurt my neck. And I took some medicine for it. But apparently, lack of sleep, heat, and medicine will make me throw up. Because, I threw up. Spent the rest of the day laying down, trying to, crack my neck in and all that. And then next night, same deal. Kid, hand. It's like I'm never doing this again. But in all honesty, I probably will. However, the first night, another thing so I brought cross stitch because, what else are you going to do? And I had this little headlamp. And I'm sitting there at midnight trying to cross stitch. Not thinking, oh, bright light, bugs. So all of a sudden it was like Hitchcock's The Birds, but with moths. It's like moths everywhere. It was so nasty. So gross. But that was done finally. We got home. I spent the next day washing all the stuff. Because there was bugs. And we were filthy. I'm not against getting dirty, per se. But when it's hot and dirty and there's bugs, it's not for me. Next time we go camping, I'm going to make sure it's in the 70s and cool at night so we can all sleep. And hopefully my kid won't have nightmares. And I won't take medicine that makes me feel. But so that was camping. And that's basically what I've done. I mean, today I went over to my friend's house. She got 2 new guinea pigs she wanted me to see. Names are Aragorn and Frodo. They're cute. Guinea pigs make weird noises. I love it. Like, you know, whoop, 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 whoop. If you've never heard one, you should Google their noises. They're cute. There's this one noise they made when they were angry at each other that sounded like humming. I don't even know how to describe it. But it was funny. And they're cute, and I'm all about little fuzzy animals. I'll pet them all day. And yeah, that's basically the 2 weeks. I noticed there's a certain type of video that's gaining a lot of popularity right now. AMSR videos. And I was curious, so I checked them out. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But most of the videos are just people eating into a microphone. Why the heck do you want to listen to somebody eat? That's nasty. I mean, if you like it, go for it, but I don't let my husband eat cereal around me. I will kick him out of the house if he eats cereal around me. It's like, no. No, that loud eating stuff makes me mad. No. Snoring does that too. My dog is snoring, and it's driving me up the wall. But I'm trying to ignore it, because he doesn't know better. He's just a dog. And he's not like my old dog, Brutus. Brutus, I could just say his name and he'd stop snoring. That was nice. But let's get to my projects. There's not too many, because I've been busy and I'm trying to finish this one. So the one I'm trying to finish is Little Pond. I don't know why I always hold them like this. Can you see them like this? I don't think so. The Little Pond by Dimensions. And this is where I'm at. So, last time I was working down here, it wasn't done, you couldn't see anything. It was just like this blob of green that was really boring. But now we've got a frog and some turtles and a little bug. Little bug. I decided to do the backstitching on this half. Other than I ran out of the backstitching color for this guy's eyes, so he's just gonna have to wait. A little blind baby giraffe. But it's cute. Like, I love it so much more now that I've got some of the outlining done. Because it is adorable. One thing about this, though. So parts of this pattern have cross stitches. And up here, I have them all going this way. Down here, they're all going this way. I'm not going to rip up the stuff up here that's going this way. I'm just going to continue that way, and down here I'll continue having it go the other way. I figure if I keep it consistent in its inconsistency, nobody will notice. They'll think it's a design element or something. I don't know. But, so I finished all the green. I'm working on the elephants. You can see the trunk over here, and an ear here. And this is the back, and this is the leg, and that's the other leg. And that's where I'm at on that one. I'm planning on finishing the elephants this week. And then next week getting the green over here done. And then I'll come down and start working on this green. I need to get it done by the 1st of October. Maddie's sister is due before then, but 1st of October is not bad. She's due middle of September. And so that's when I need to get that one done by. So there's a fair amount left to do. I mean, I'm just over halfway done. So I really need to focus on that one. Oh, and by the way, Maddie says hi. And then the other one I've been working on, this one I work on at work. So it's my work project. So the Artisty Owl. Right there. And last time I showed it, Just the yellow, the orange, and the white were done. It was basically a scalloped candy corn. And this is where I'm at now. So I've got the feet. I'm working on the leaves by the branch. I've got the bottom half of the owl done. I've still got the wings and the head to do. I work on this in the mornings before work when I'm at work. I have to get there early to get my son to school on time. So I get to work half an hour early. We have one car, so my husband drives me up to work, drives Riker to school. So I get to work half an hour early. We tried to do it the other way. We could drop Riker off early, but they only gave me like 20 minutes to get to work. And if there's any sort of traffic, it's not going to work. And I don't need to start racking up tardies. So I get there early so Riker can go to school. And then between calls, I'll work on it a little bit. Because I call out to collect on bills that people haven't paid. Some of the excuses are interesting. Most people just don't answer. And I know it seems like a hell of a job. Like, most people would be like, I would never do that. But compared to call center customer service, which is my other option at this company, it's great. Don't have to listen to nearly as many people yelling. And because people don't call in polite and kind, they call in yelling. Yeah. This week somebody made one of my coworkers cry because he had dandelions in his lawn. So he made somebody cry. It's not appropriate, but that's the job we signed up for. And for all the bad customers, there are plenty of good ones. So I'm not making it out like anybody who calls a call center ever is evil, because they're not. Most people are fine. Most people are like, hey, I have a problem. Okay, let's fix it. But you get the ones that just want to yell. They just want to yell. They don't care. They'll yell. And unfortunately, we're stuck listening to them. So if you're ever angry and you're calling a call center and you just want to yell, remember there's an actual person on the other line. And you might make them cry, because somebody made my coworker cry. And she is the sweetest lady. She's like Mary Poppins. You made Mary Poppins cry. But yeah, I like my job, as ironic as it sounds. I've had lots of other jobs. I've had higher paying jobs. I've had more responsibility jobs. But I really like my coworkers. I really like my boss. I really like the environment and the culture. And so I'm happy with my job. Most days. But we all have that most days thing. Can't really think of anything else I want to talk about. So I'm going to keep working on these 2 projects until they're done. And then we'll see what I work on after that. I'm looking forward to seeing what you are working on or hearing about it. I am always on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. So I see a lot of your projects. I don't always comment. I'm horrible about commenting. It's not that I don't notice it. It's just like, oh, that's nice. On to the next. Because that's just how my mind works. Same with YouTube videos. I watch well, not all, but I watch a lot of Flosstubers all the time. I don't always comment, so if I don't comment, I'm sorry. If you comment on mine, I'll respond. I do watch yours if there's something The reason I don't comment is I watch it on my TV. You can't really comment that way. So If I comment, it's because I really want to say something, because then I have to pull out my phone, pull up the video again, scroll to the comments, type in my comment, send it. Which isn't a big deal, but, you know, if I want to comment, I can't just watch the video and comment. So, I do watch, I do enjoy, but I hope you all have a great week. Hope you all have a great Labor Day. If I'm not back before then, I don't know. I mean, I'm working on 2 projects, so it really just depends. If I've only put in like 5 stitches, I don't really want to show it to you. Especially because I'm not buying anything right now. Just nothing's really caught my eye the last few weeks. Well, there's a couple things, but one's like $80. So if I want it, I have to save up for it. And then the debate's like, well, I could get a really good scroll frame for that money. So I don't know. I could use a really good scroll frame. I mean, I have some massive projects. But my Q snaps work good too. I like them. What I need is a good stand. My stand is it's the Michael special. So I rarely, if ever, use it. I do have an okay stand. I just have to replace the clamp because my dog ate the old one. So I have to do that, and that would only be a little bit of money. I just haven't gotten around to it. So, because I remember having that stand before and using it and not liking it. But I was only like 23 at the time, and I was in a giant recliner. So it might work better on my little couch or my little stitchy chair. So we will find out. I will think about one of these days. I'll get around to it. When I'm not doing a million other things, which is never. Anyhow, enough rambling. You all have a good day.